The loneliness nobody talks about. There is something strange about the world we live in today. We can send a message across the world in seconds. We can see what thousands of people are doing every day. We can stay connected almost every moment of our lives. And yet, many people have never felt more alone. Not because they have nobody around them, but because some parts of the heart are difficult to share. Some worries stay hidden, some fears remain unspoken, some questions never leave our minds, and so we carry them quietly. We go to work, we smile, we talk, we continue with our responsibilities. And most people never realize what is happening inside us. Perhaps that is why loneliness can feel so heavy. Not because we are physically alone, but because we feel unseen, unknown, misunderstood. The truth is that many people listening to these words right now know exactly what that feels like. Maybe you are one of them. Maybe there are things in your heart that nobody knows about. Maybe you have been carrying them for a long time, and maybe you have become so used to carrying them that you rarely talk about them anymore. But there is something comforting about faith. Faith reminds us that even when people do not fully understand us, God does. Even when nobody notices our silent struggles, God notices. Even when we cannot find the right words, God already knows. And perhaps that changes everything, because being understood is one of the deepest needs of the human heart. And faith tells us that we are understood more completely than we can imagine. Tonight, before we end, I would like to share a simple letter, a quiet conversation with God.
Dear God, one of the strangest things about life is that a person can be surrounded by people and still feel alone. Not because nobody is there, but because some things are difficult to put into words. There are thoughts that stay hidden, worries that remain unspoken, and feelings that never seem to find the right words. Sometimes I smile. Sometimes I laugh. Sometimes I go through an entire day without anyone noticing what is happening inside my heart. And perhaps that is why I am talking to you tonight. Because even when nobody else sees, you see. Even when nobody else knows, you know. And even when I struggle to explain what I am feeling, you understand. Thank you for being present in the quiet places of my life. Thank you for listening when I cannot find the words. And thank you for reminding me that I am never truly alone. Amen. If you are carrying something heavy today, you do not have to carry it alone. You do not have to explain everything perfectly. You do not have to have all the answers. Take a few quiet moments. Be still. Breathe. And remember this: you are seen, you are known, you are loved, and you are never alone. May God bless you tonight and throughout all the days of your life. Amen.